Final segment of ATL Day Ones with Jarvis and Tenitra. We want to say thank you for rocking with us throughout the entire show. We really appreciate you. We're free and available wherever you download your podcast, and you can just go find us on YouTube as well. Hit that, go to that search box, drop in Locked On Sports Atlanta, and we're gonna pop right up, and we're gonna give you the good that you're looking for each and every day. But T, this is for the culture. It is the intersection between sports, entertainment, and the culture, and sometimes whatever the hell we want to talk about, because that's just how we get down. Now, what's going down tonight? The Hall of Fame game, T, the Jaguars versus the Raiders. It's NBC. It's 8 o'clock. It's going down. Football. We got real football.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry.
Jaguars,
What?
Raiders.
What?
Trevor Lawrence.
No, Trevor's not
No.
playing.
Derek Carr.
No, he's not playing.
Devontae Adams.
No, I
No.
don't think he's playing either. So why are we talking about this like it's real
Dude's
football?
going to be playing football on TV. How about
Whatever.
that?
Whatever. I'm sorry. I'm not here for it.
So I guess that answers the question. Tenitra won't be watching the game tonight. So
I'm
yeah.
joking, guys. No. I am so joking. I'm so joking. Listen.
I feel you though. I understand.
Yeah,
I feel you
yeah. Well,
though.
I would be, of course, we all want to see Trevor Lawrence, right? And we also
Right.
want to see little snippets of how good the Jaguars have actually gotten because they did make some power moves in the offseason, right? So
Mm-hmm.
legitimately, I would
Much
like to
needed
see,
moves.
yeah. So legitimately, I would like to see them. And also, isn't there a guy who Flowery Branch lost to Jacksonville in the offseason? Kind of, sort of, that
Mm.
we might want to take a look at just in
Oh
case
yeah.
he gets a few reps. Exactly.
Oh,
Only the leading tackler last year. I don't know. Just saying for the Falcons. I might
yes.
want to see what Foyer is working with if he gets a couple snaps tonight. Definitely want to see our guy because he was one of the guys that I know Jarvis rocked with from day one when he was with the Falcons and somebody who I
Yeah.
definitely, after a couple games in his first season here, I was like, ooh, might have a little something here. So
Mhm.
we'll be watching Foyer Luke and to see what he's working with. And again, like Jarvis said, I'm just playing because anytime we can get some real football on the field, even if it's just for a couple of snaps, we're all for it.
No doubt about it. Because that's the thing that you look at as far as like, we always love storylines leading up to the football
Yes,
season. And
of
we talking
course.
about Urban Meyer doing what Urban Meyer things and all
Yes.
of the stuff that they were dealt with and all of the drama that they dealt with last year. You
Mhm.
just kind of thinking like, okay, this is something that, I'm sure Trevor Lawrence is super uber happy about. They're bringing Doug Peterson, a guy who's a Super Bowl winning head coach. Now, he kind of
Right.
flamed out in Philly. We get that. We understand that.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, it
he's a
happens
lot
sometimes.
better than what they have. It is definitely an upgrade just off of
Agreed.
accomplishments alone in the NFL as a head coach. So I think that's something you want to see what the scheme's like. When you
Mhm.
get a chance to take a look at some young players who didn't play last year. I'm assuming Travis Etienne, who we understand and who know who that is, running
Mm,
back out of Clemson. He may get a little run, maybe,
no,
possibly.
no, he's expected not to, so don't expect to see ATM, but okay.
I'm trying to sell it here, T. Help me out. But anyway, but I think you definitely want to see you definitely want to see some of the young players kind of get their footing in, and you want to see some guys out here trying to make a job because I'll never
Mhm.
forget preseason. Sometime it was wow, it had probably at least been 10 years ago when Victor Cruz came on the scene and
Mhm.
there was no chance of him making that squad until he went out there and balled out during preseason, and he just kept doing it, and then eventually made the team and ended
Mhm.
up being one of the better wide receivers to come through the New York Giants organization. And I think that's what this preseason is all about. And you're looking
Indeed.
for those young guys that are out
Mhm.
here fighting and scratching and clawing for a job, actually make it. I'm all for it. I love to see it. So,
Yes.
but
And the
another thing.
preseason, Jarvis, before I forget and before we go
Mhm.
on,
Yeah.
is the preseason is an opportunity for other teams to maybe see something that I don't know necessarily that there is anybody on either the Jaguars roster or the Raiders roster who can come in and be a quality nose tackle for the Falcons. But let's face it, we start today and then we begin
There you
looking at
go.
each and every preseason game to see if there is anybody
Mhm.
who can help those guys shore up that defense and help with the departure of Eddie Goldman, with the injury to Vincent Taylor. You're looking to see where you can kind of plug in holes. So that's another great reason or another opportunity that the preseason provides for the Falcon scouting core among other scouting groups to look at a guy and say, hey, maybe he doesn't work out in that scheme for this team, but maybe he could work out here.
Yeah, Terry Fontenot has been very forthcoming about what
Mhm.
they're doing, and as far as having everybody out there on the look. And I'm sure
Yes.
that they'll be scouring though that the second and third quarter when some of those guys who may not necessarily make the Jaguars or the Raiders, but
Mhm.
they see some potential there because they brought in Sino and Anthony Rush during the season last year, and those guys end up being solid players for them.
Mhm.
And I think that's exactly what Terry Fontenot is going to continue to do
Mhm.
as things move along with the exhibition season. Now, T, now
Yes.
you kind of talked about this, kind of hinted at it about, I guess, grading, determining whether or not who's cute, who's fine, who's
Yeah.
bad. Like,
Yeah.
how do we get how do we define or what, I'm assuming that, talking about males, looking at as how they define women and stuff like that.
Right. Right.
I thought it was kind of interesting when you brought it to me, but I literally have to hear where this came from because
Yes.
I'm sure I know where it came from, but I want to hear it from the horse's mouth and let the people
Right.
know as well.
Right. So my BFF checked in this morning, right? And we
Okay.
always have like these. We've been besties for forever, right? And so we can have these conversations. I mean, he's married with kids and all good and everything, but somehow we always get on some cray cray topic like relationships. So this
Indeed.
morning's topic was beautiful versus cute. And what are the
Mm.
definitions and how do you break that down and which is what you prefer? Or cute versus handsome if we're talking about men, and what do those definitions look like and what do you prefer? And so I was telling him because he was like, oh, you looking cute today. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm looking beautiful. And he was
Mhm.
like, so that they're like therein lies the debate. So I'll give you his definitions and we'll stop right there.
Okay.
We'll talk another day about handsome versus cute. So if you guys want to drop some comments in the comment section, we can pull up on this again tomorrow if you like, if you guys drop us some cool comments. So with that said, Jarvis, he says, quote, cute is the girl who's pretty, she's fun, she is charming, she makes you smile, and she's the girl you take to the game. Now, the beautiful girl, she is stunning, she's in awe, she's mature. You take her to the gala. What say you?
Whoo. I'm gonna kind of have to go in a little bit of a different direction and kind of
Okay.
elaborate a little bit. All right, so for me, cute last, like that last. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like one of those people that you went to college with that looks exactly the same.
Okay.
As a freshman versus
Okay.
what 10 to 15 years out of college. You know what I'm saying? Which would
Hmm.
kind of where I fall in that category. But I think that's the type of thing that you look for, right? You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Because cuteness don't go anywhere. Beautiful. Now, there may be reasons why she's beautiful. She may be beautiful because, she may have had a little BBL or something. She may have a lot of, she does, her makeup looks really good and everything like that. So it's just the overall makeup about additions too. For me, cute is the basic, right? Like what you look like when you wake up in the morning.
Okay.
That determines whether or
That's
not you're
good.
cute or
Okay.
not. For me,
I'll give you
because
that.
and that's what I'm a long term dude. It took me a while to understand that I'm a relationship type guy. But once I came to that conclusion, I was just like, yeah, like I need what you gonna look like in 10 to 20 years. Like that's what I want to know.
Good luck.
I don't care. I care what you look like now, but I want to see what you're gonna be looking like going forward. But yeah, but that's kind of like how I determine the difference between the two. Beautiful is more so like in the moment right now, but cute, that's long lasting.
Right. So when we had the debate, he actually landed on beautiful for me because he agrees with you in terms of like, cute. You bring her to the game because, hey, she's going to look the same all day, every day. There's a
Yep.
consistency there. But he liked the concept of beautiful once I explained it to him because I used to get that all the time. And I was like, no, I'm not beautiful. I'm cute. I want to be cute. I want to be this. So
Right.
until
Right.
one person finally said, hey, beautiful is the person who is so beautiful on the inside that is actually resonating and radiating on the outside. So what you see when you say or what he was saying, what we see when we say beautiful is actually we just see it on the outside. What's on the inside? I was like, bet. And my best friend
Mhm.
was this morning. He was like, I'm a co-sign on that. So
Mhm.
but I say this: if you give a lady a compliment saying that she's cute or beautiful, guys, that can never be a bad thing. Always
Right.
give
No
her a
doubt. Yeah.
compliment. Yeah,
Can't go wrong
always
with that.
find a
Yeah.
way to compliment her. And like Jarvis said, you cannot go wrong. And listen, we hope that tonight the Braves don't go wrong. We hope Kyle Wright gets it right. We hope they get that run production and just have a good all around game so they can at least make a statement in game one. But whatever they do, Jarvis, whatever they do, ATL Day One family, we are going to come back and talk about it tomorrow. So please keep hanging out with us, keep rocking with us. And of course, after you watch ATL Day Ones, make sure you get to Hitting Hard with John Chuckery, because that's the spot to stop on as well. Be safe in those ATL streets. We'll see you tomorrow.
And stop cutting off the heads of donuts and putting it back. Y'all come back now, you hear?